Hey guys, what is up? I'm back finally with Milgram. Okay, I think the last video I did was April, I believe. Hopefully. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute. And the last character, if it was not April, then it was March. But again, it's been a while. But I will be putting them out as much as possible as I can and everything. And the last video I did, I believe the character was by the name of So obviously it's a Milgram program where the characters are being judged by their psychoses, where you can go into their mind and find out as S, who is the the warden, right? And by going into the prisoner's mind and reading, basically their thoughts, and also music, they use music as a way to also read the thoughts, you can depict whether they are innocent or not innocent, guilty or not guilty of the charges of their crimes. And for hers was, I believe, it was either one of these two things, because her music video was unbiblical, so that means strangling or something of that sort, or if she pushed someone down a pair of staircases. But yeah, she was depicted for that. And I'm gonna be honest, based on that first trial, because I'm still in the first trial. I know the third trial is and third stage is still ongoing, so I am behind, but I will try to pick up as much as possible. Especially now that, like, I do have another, if you guys saw, I did solo, I did first for Studio Volru as well, their new up and coming indie animation / music group. So I have been dibbling and dabbling in these sort of things. First it was Vivinos, now Milgram, and also Studio Volrux. So if you guys want to check it, it's on my channel. You can also support them as well, because I'm enjoying doing like analysis and thoughts on these type of things, mixing music and storytelling with each other. So to me, based on the first trial for I think it was more like an accident or more like protection for her. So it's just like I find her innocent. She's not guilty yet, unless it's a very twisted reason why she did what she had to do. So today I will be doing Futa, who is another prisoner of Milgram. So without further ado, we're going to get into the voice character trial as well as the music video for Futa. Okay. Okay. Okay, Futa has quite the mount on him. Oh no. Oh, probably something was inserted into the, okay, they can't okay. I mean, what did he do? I feel like probably some of them were like in self defense, but then they were wrongfully convicted. But Futa's just fighting against this, like, nah, you can't hold me back. I'm wrongfully convicted, bro. Okay, so you're probably not as innocent as I thought. Okay. You had to admit to it. S is reading you to filth. Okay. Stop being violent. Like, my guy, you getting violent and belligerent is not helping your case. Like, you were trying to attack S is not helping your case. Like, I like, if you try to attack me, I'm not gonna trust no words, because just like, if you say you're not a killer, just why are you trying to attack me now? Like, you get irated and everything, it's not helping you. And now you don't got no memories. 11. Yo, he got a mouth on him, bro. Yeah. I just find it so interesting that Milgram exists outside of the Japanese law. So it's just like they can't be reprimanded if they do something outlandish. Alright. The Milgram is not the same as regular prisons. Yeah. The fact that we even have like a 10-year-old up in this or a 12-year-old, nah, it's crazy, bro. Oh. When do you make yourself a leader? Oh, so he's supposed to, Mm. What did he say to last video? Dang. So Futa's like a chihuahua. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Why is there bells ringing? Unless it's the end of interrogation. Okay. Let's just see what Futa's crime is. Like, okay. Okay, now we can see what's going on in his head. What game was he playing? Okay, so he was a gamer. Okay. Was he trying to be a vigilante? Dun dun dun. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, because I believe he was what, 21 in universe. Okay, so he kind of okay. Okay, so he was just really straightforward. He really upholded justice a lot. So he was trying to camouflage the hero in those RPG games that have like groups that like a lot of the isekai that we play and watch. He was trying to replicate that in real life by going around finding sleazy people who just does wrong things and expose them. And now he comes upon a Castlevania castle. I wonder if he. Mm, it was an actual person. Okay. 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 So Futa is a very intriguing character. Futa, by definition, is a very straightforward, no BSing type of guy. And I think he took fantasy a little too seriously. He wanted to be a hero. To put it in the most simplest of terms, he based on his music video, he wanted to be like the hero in a lot of those RPG isekai where you have your traveling group and the one who is the one that gets all the praise at the end of the day from the kingdom, the hero, right? That slays the dragon, slays the monsters, and gets praised at the end of the day. And he kind of took that seriously. He from my understanding and what I'm seeing is he took on a vigilante route, right? Especially now that he's in university, he probably grew up seeing a lot of injustices being done to people who couldn't protect themselves. And in this case, when you saw in his music video, Bring It On, it's like he was trying to challenge himself to take on this bigger task greater than himself. Like we saw in the music video, you see that like he's passing by like one of those storage rooms or something of that sort, and then he sees that like an older professor or staff member is harassing a woman, and he doesn't like that. He's in the arcade, and even though he sees guys playing, they could have been making certain commentary that is very displeasing, right? He doesn't like that. So what he does is, and when he mentioned in the voice drama talking about like we're, in prison, and we don't got none of the modern day tech, like how you expect us to survive, he used modern tech to investigate and then get information about these people and start posting, possibly anonymously, of their wrongdoings. Now, the part where he went to like that Castlevania like building, a castle, he probably spotted somebody there and he went to go handle business. And the reason why he hesitates so much about like when he hears the word killer, I don't even think he meant for the person to get hurt like that. Hence why when he touched the blood that was on his cheek and everything, and then he realized, oh my god, something happened to this individual and he's the cause of it. I don't think he really meant for his vigilantism to go, if that's even the proper term. But I don't even think him trying to go on his heroic act would have ended in such a tragedy. I don't even think he wanted it to go that far. He didn't think it was going to be possible for that to happen. Because he most likely, why he's so aggravated and everything, is I think he genuinely just wanted to do good. And then it ended up wrong. Right? He tried to do good by people who couldn't stand up for themselves. Right? And he was doing so anonymously, hence why he wears the face mask and everything, and then he's on social media, most likely inverse Twitter /X and everything, and then posting and finding about these individuals on their social media platforms, right? So like he was trying to be, that's why they were going back and forth between him and the hero of that squad, right? That slay down the dragon, slay down the root cause of evil, right? And then hopefully be praised for taking down the obstacle, the thing that was harming other individuals. And my guess is he probably was hunting down that staff member or professor and wanted to shed light and corner them. And more than likely, they probably got into because you see how in the RPG game he was playing, they were fighting around and everything, got a little injured and everything, right? But came out of it victorious. That probably was what happened. It was like he was deluding himself, thinking it was the RPG games that he likes to play, right? And then by the time he came to self-actualization of the entire scenario that's happening around him, it went left. And then he had to run away. And hence why now he's in the Milgram prison program, right? Because he was caught on this. So my verdict, in all honesty, is he's not guilty. He's not guilty. I don't think anybody that's trying to help others really means to, in this case, end someone's life. It probably went a way that they didn't expect it to, Should he have owned up to it? Should he have been truthful about the fact that he did? Yes. But the reasons and the cause for why he went about his way for justice is not wrong. But you should, I know like we might say so, but you will have to contact authorities if you see something is wrong. Just so you don't find yourself to be a liability. Now he is a liability. Right? I think this is the first one, even though I've only done like 3 characters so far, Haruka. And he so far seems to be like, he really shouldn't be there. What he should do is, he should pay for his crimes, but I think he should receive the least amount of time behind bars. The least amount of time. If anything, community service, probably pay back, but I think it was more like he was trying to do good by somebody or some people, and the end result wasn't out malicious intent. It wasn't out any other intent other than justice for a weaker individual. an individual that could not protect themselves, hence why he's so aggressive. Something is telling me something stemmed from his childhood that caused him to act like this, and him wanting to be a hero for somebody else so they don't go through what he went through or the things that he's witnessed. But that's just my thoughts on it. So if you guys already saw Futa's voice drama, as well as his first music video, which is Bring It On, do tell me in the comments how you felt about that. If there's anything that I missed, do drop in the comments below. Of course, again, I'm playing catch up, so I don't want to know about like the other characters as yet, because I still have to cover the first trial, and that's going to take a minute before I hit the second. And then I know currently the third trial is still ongoing currently right now. If the links are in the description box, so you guys go check it out. And I'm Kimmy Chun, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. With